Here we are, down with Michael Winkworth. We've just actually finished race 1, but of course we've got to get ourselves prepared for race 2. But just talk about race 1 first of all. How did it go for you?
Yeah, really well. Managed to get a really good start, which seemed to help things, and managed to bridge a little bit of a gap at the start. But Harrington never give up really until the end, if you know what I mean. So yeah,
you guys never give up. The racing is intense, it's close, isn't it, all throughout? How do you stay concentrated for 20 minutes with minis everywhere?
I don't concentrate on anything, so I'm not really sure how I keep it going for 20 minutes, to be honest.
What's the plan for race 2 then, Michael? What's the plan of attack?
Well, it's reverse grid, the top 8. Just try get a good start, don't get in any trouble, and try head towards the front, see what we can do.
Top man. By the way, you have one special livery on the top of your car as well. I don't know if we can actually see that, but it looks an absolute cracker. Is there a story behind that, or is it just like it?
Dad. They're all Dad's cars, and yeah, he hasn't been very well over the last few years, so it's just a nice sort of touch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Finish it off, really.
Look, best of luck in race 2. We will be watching. Cheers. Thanks, Michael. Michael Winkworth there.
Okay, let's give you the grid then for the Mini 7s. Just heading off on their green flag lap. As we saw in the Mini Melias, the top 8 finishers from race 1 in each class are reversed. So in pole position will be number 4 of Lee Roberts, alongside number 77 of Andrew Devaney. The second row, 41, Jonathan Lewis, and 99 of Nick Croydon-Fowler. Row 3, it's 87, Conor O'Brien, and number 2, Spencer Wanstall. Fourth row, number 80, Joe Thompson, and 01 of Jeff Smith. The fifth row, 76, Joe Polly, 6, Graham Davis. Row 6, 20 of Darren Thomas, and number 7, Jordan Sims. And on row 7, number 8, Julian Proctor. Yes, looks like they're all there. Then there's a gap, and we've got the top 8 reversed in the scholarship category. 796 Mark Chappell on pole for them, alongside 715 Johnny Kent. Behind them, 784 Ryan Taylor and 712 Greg Dorr. The 12th row of the grid, 777, which is Dave Rees, and 758 Matthew Ayres. On row 13, 711 Damien Harrington, earlier winner 728 Michael Winkworth. Row 14, 742 Ben Butler, and 729 Darren Jeremiah. Row 15, 732 Darren Cox, 733 James Bryant. And the final row, 766 Jeff Williams and 763 John Coburn Evans. We saw them fail to finish in race 1, so we'll wait and see if they are there on the grid. Jeff Williams, of course, spun and smoked the barrier coming out of the hairpin. Well, John Coburn Evans pulled off with mechanical trouble. Looks like all the 7s are there. Oh, problems for Dave Rees. Looks like he's not going to be able to take the start, the 777 car. Okay, the orange car of number 4, Lee Roberts, in pole position. The 77 of Andrew Devaney, the green and white, alongside him. Another green car, 41, of Jonathan Lewis, and Nick Croydon-Fowler, the dark green car on the second row. One car starting from, is that starting from the pit lane or pulling in? That's Jordan Sims, number 7. So possibly a problem for him. We'll wait and see if he joins in. Okay, almost ready for a start then. So an 18-minute race. Don't forget the split start at the Mini 7 starting 10th. The Mini Scholarship class starting 10 seconds after. Away go the 7s. Good start by Andrew Devaney. They get underway, and then 10 seconds later, the Scholarship class will get underway. So it's Devaney who will lead the way as they go down towards Riches for the first time. Watch for Jeff Smith on the inside there in the 0-1. His line is covered, though, by Jonathan Lewis. He's in about 5th position. Here comes Joe Thompson with a brave move around the outside in the number 80. Here come the Scholarship class. Away they go down towards Riches for the first time. The leaders are at the hairpin. It's Devaney from Spencer Wanstall, sideways in second place. There's the Scholarship class. Looks like Johnny Kent in 7.15 has got the lead. Mark Chappell has dropped back already from his pole position. They start to sort themselves out a little bit further back. See how they get on into the hairpin. Round the outside, that's Michael Winkworth, the class winner in race 1. Trying to go under Kent sideways. He'll lose the lead. That's Greg Dorr that's come through into the lead. Johnny Kent nearly spun it there. Here come your leaders. Andrew Devaney leads the 7 category ahead of Spencer Wanstall, Jonathan Lewis, Joe Thompson. Then Jeff Smith up into 6th behind Lee Roberts, who's down to 5th from pole position. Behind them, Conor O'Brien in the blue 87 car. These 1000cc minis into battle once again. Jeff Smith past Lee Roberts up into 5th. Now he's going after his big championship rival, I think, Joe Thompson. Here's the Scholarship pack a bit further back. It's Andrew Devaney. Haven't seen him in the winner's circle for a while in this category. Leads the way from Spencer Wanstall. Smith dives to the inside on Jonathan Lewis. Jonathan, based here at Snetterton, is not going to give up the place that easily. I think Michael Winkworth has already got to the front of the Scholarship class further back. He's so quick in that 728 car. Change for the lead on the back straight. Spencer Wanstall, car number 2, takes over. Andrew Devaney tries to fight back. It's Lewis 3rd. 4th is Thompson. Up into 5th now is Jeff Smith. Lewis goes a little bit wide as they come out of Nelson's corner there. Here comes Conor O'Brien. A bit of squeeze there with Lee Roberts round the outside at the bomb hole. That's a brave place to go for an overtake. Devaney leads 2 green cars. Wanstall leads, the 2 green cars fighting for 2nd and 3rd. Jonathan Lewis goes through at Coram up into 2nd position. Here's the leader in our 2nd group, the Scholarship division. Michael Winkworth has already made his way to the front, and Damien Harrington up to 2nd. So from the 4th row of the grid, didn't take them long to come through. There's Ryan Taylor chasing Johnny Kent in the 715. Damien Harrington battling it out at the front of this pack. Over the line go the leaders. Spencer Wanstall holding sway at the front. Jeff Smith up the inside, Andrew Devaney and Joe Thompson. This is the battle for 3rd position, and Smith has made that stick. Let's see what's going to happen into the hairpin, though, because Joe Thompson is there behind him. They're swarming all over. Look at Conor O'Brien up the inside. Oh, that's brave. Is he going to make that stick on the inside? Thompson sideways, contact with Devaney. I think they were all taken by surprise there as Conor O'Brien just went for it, and it's worked. Great driving by O'Brien. That was brave. Nearly skittled everybody there into the hairpin, but he's up into 4th place. There's Joe Polly in the 76 a bit further back. Your leader is Spencer Wanstall, under attack from Jonathan Lewis, the man who's based here at Snetterton Circuit. But behind them is the championship leader, Jeff Smith, the reigning champion, in 0-1 in 3rd place. O'Brien up to 4th, then Thompson, Roberts, and Andrew Devaney, the early leader, has been shuffled right back. Side by side there between Smith and Lewis. 2 very tenacious drivers. Jeff Smith has now got through into 2nd position. And now he's going after Spencer Wanstall. There's the Scholarship class, and Michael Winkworth's run wide. This is Damien Harrington's opportunity. But no, Winkworth gets the power down. He holds that lead. Third place is the Rune Speed car there. That of Matt Ayres. And my timing screen decided to go blank. There he is, the 758 car. He's attacking Damien Harrington for second place. So 2 excellent races in one here from the Dunlop Mini Se7en Challenge, supported by Mini Spares and MED Engineering. Supplier of race engine parts for Minis. Down towards the bomb hole, Michael Winkworth continues to set the pace in scholarship. The man from Bury St Edmunds in Suffolk. Here are the Sevens heading down towards Riches, and to the inside goes Jeff Smith. He has a look. No, Spencer Wanstall holds him off. These two battled for the championship last season, with Smith coming out on top by about 20 points. It was fairly close. Down to the hairpin. Wanstall hanging on in front. It's getting slippery out there again. Jonathan Lewis hanging on to their coattails in the green Motul car in third. Run by Snetterton Speed Shop. Up towards the left at Palmer. Blue, red, green. No, it's supposed to go red, white, blue. Fourth place is Joe Thompson. He's ahead of O'Brien and Roberts. He's got back ahead of Conor O'Brien after that kamikaze move into the hairpin by the 87 last time around. And Roberts 6th, Devaney 7th. To the inside goes Jonathan Lewis. He wants that second place back again. Well, he's not content with second. He's going for the lead. Nick Croydon Fowler, I think that is, who's now come through in the 7th. So Andrew Devaney has dropped further back in the number 77. Unless we've lost him altogether. I can't see him further back in there. Jeff Smith back up onto the tail of Spencer Wanstall now. Could see a change for second place here. Lewis has a look. Jeff Smith is having to attack and defend at the same time. It's going to be interesting what happens into Brundle this time. Spencer Wanstall, number 2, continues to lead, looking for his first win of the season. Here they come. Joe Thompson heading the next group behind them, and they fan out. They're going to be 3 wide, or try to be as they head towards Brundle. Is Smith going to go around the outside? Is Lewis going to go through the middle? Smith around the outside. He takes the lead. Judged it perfectly there, Jeff Smith. Got the line absolutely nailed on. Now Jonathan Lewis will have to go for Wanstall for second place. Jeff Smith looking to extend his lead in the championship. Joe Thompson in 4th place in the number 80. We'll pick up the scholarship class shortly. And there could be a change for the lead here at the inside. Damien Harrington, he's got it as they go into Brundle on the brakes. Good move, Damien Harrington into the lead of the scholarship class. And Matt Ayres nearly loses it coming through Nelson. If he clipped the curb there, he'd have done a Ryan Taylor from earlier on. That's allowed these two to get away slightly. Damien Harrington, the ex-Mighty Minis racer, under fire from the Fusion Graphics car of Michael Winkworth, who's back at the inside as they come through into Coram, and he's retaken the lead. So Damien Harrington's lead did not last very long. Here's the battle behind them between Greg Dorr and Ryan Taylor. If only he raced a car prepared by Nick Swift. I'll leave you to work out the punchline on that one. There is the battle for the scholarship lead. Meantime, Smith ahead of Wanstall, Lewis, Thompson and O'Brien as the top 5 in the 7 class. These two are catching Julian Proctor in car number 8 for 12th place overall. Winkworth a bit sideways into the hairpin there. Harrington's having a look. He can sense an opportunity to get the lead back again in our scholarship division. Meanwhile, Jeff Smith continues to lead overall in the 7 class ahead of Wanstall and Lewis, with Conor O'Brien now back into 4th place, I can tell you, and attacking Lewis for 3rd position. There is Jeff Smith. Going clear slightly now of Wanstall. Now Conor O'Brien determined to get third place away from Jonathan Lewis. Behind them is Joe Thompson in the number 80. Second in the championship, looking to attack Jeff Smith and try and get his title lead back. Down the straight they come, still slippery. Nick Croydon Fowler's in there as well, number 99. He's fighting with Lee Roberts, the pole sitter for this race, and Andrew Devaney, who's dropped right back. Just doesn't seem to have the pace this season, Andrew. Jonathan Lewis has finally got second place away from Spencer Wanstall. He's been trying for about 3 laps. And now here comes Conor O'Brien on the back of Wanstall. Here they come through Corham towards Murray's. Jonathan Lewis, a Snetterton specialist. He's going to try and go after Jeff Smith now. See what the lap times are this time through. We'll see what the gap is. Jeff Smith over the line with just over 7.5 minutes to go. So we're past halfway. This 18-minute race. Smith with the fastest lap of the race, 2:27.527. He leads by 2.3 seconds. Round the outside goes Wanstall. He retakes second place. Oh, he's clipped Jonathan Lewis there. Just clipped his front wing, and Lewis did well to hang on to that. But here comes Joe Thompson on the inside. He goes past Conor O'Brien, who had to lift off there to avoid hitting Lewis. And Thompson's going to try and get up the inside for third place now. Lewis covers the line. I thought Jonathan Lewis was going to spin there, coming through Riches, because Wanstall moved over to complete the overtake, but he wasn't quite past him, just clipped his front corner. All this allowing Jeff Smith to escape in the lead. And a fired up Lewis, ready to fight back. Coming down towards Agostini now. Meantime, here are our scholarship leaders. It's still Michael Winkworth. He's pulling away slightly from Damien Harrington now. The main battle is for second in the 7s, though, with Spencer Wanstall, a whole train of cars behind him. Michael Winkworth looking good to continue his unbeaten run in the scholarship category. Who's third in scholarship? It is still Matt Ayres, ahead of Ryan Taylor and Greg Dorr. Here are the leaders in the 7 category. Now Jonathan Lewis is on the attack as they come down towards Brundley. He's going to try and go around the outside on the entry to take Spencer Wanstall for second place. And he's done it. Great fight developing between these two. He won't be too happy, Jonathan Lewis. You can see the end of his bumper is a bit bent there after that bit of contact. Fourth place, Conor O'Brien. The best heat we've seen him run so far this year. He's in good form at Silverstone. Had a few problems, though. He's attacking for a podium position. Then we've got, in 5th position, looks like Lee Roberts has come through. He's going well. Here's a battle further back. Graham Davis takes Darren Thomas. And Michael Winkworth is up with them as well. So he's up with the 7 class now, starting to overlap. Graham Davis, vastly experienced mini racer in the yellow machine. Darren Thomas does a lot behind the scenes for the Mini 7 club as well, driving the number 20. The Rune Speed Tune Car. Here's Conor O'Brien trying his patented move at the hairpin again. This time on Spencer Wanstall, and he's done it. He's passed Lewis, he's passed Wanstall, he's up into second place. This is superb from Conor O'Brien. Roberts in there as well, Croydon Fowler, and Joe Thompson is back into 7th position. So he must have had a moment somewhere. Joe Thompson, second in the championship. Meanwhile, here's that fight further back. It's impossible to know where to look at the moment. But now, Winkworth has put the 2 7 class cars between him and Harrington. Well, this battle for second in the 7s. Conor O'Brien is now pulling away from Jonathan Lewis, who's got ahead of Spencer Wanstall. And here comes Nick Croydon Fowler on the back of Lee Roberts. This is terrific battling for second place, but it's allowing Jeff Smith to escape in the lead. He was 4.5 seconds up at the completion of lap 5. Just under 4 minutes to go. And Conor O'Brien on for his best ever finish here. Last year's scholarship champion. You can see it's trained him well. There's Jeff Smith. The General, as we know him. And here's the battle for second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them together. Lee Roberts on the inside, attacking Croydon Fowler. Holds the line. It's better to go round the outside there because you're set up nicely for Nelson. Very easy to run wide through there if you carry too much speed out of Brundle. Jonathan Lewis trying to fight back then. Up towards the left at Murray's. Westner Carling in it, Jonathan Lewis. Spencer Wanstall under fire from Nick Croydon Fowler as well. Jeff Smith over the line. Just under 3 minutes to go, so we'll get 2 more laps out of this. The gap was 4.5 seconds between first and second place. It's up to 6.3 seconds now, so Smith's pulled away by another couple of seconds on that last lap. Spencer Wanstall fighting it out with Nick Croydon Fowler and Lee Roberts. Joe Thompson behind them. He'll be frustrated in there. He needs the points, challenging for the championship this year. He passes Roberts on the run down into the hairpin. Roberts fights back on the outside. And Roberts is going to go round the outside. Look at Lee Roberts, the number 4 there. He's gone round the outside of everybody at the hairpin. Bangs doors with Spencer Wanstall. There's the battle for second, but it's the fight for fourth we're looking for. Wanstall has held the place. So the first 2 in this group, second and third place of O'Brien and Lewis, have been able to get away slightly because the other 4 are squabbling away. Wanstall has it from Croydon Fowler now because he's got past Lee Roberts is all over the place. Here comes Joe Thompson now in the number 80. Nearly gives Roberts a nudge there coming through Agostini. Andrew Devaney with the boot lid hanging loose on his car is behind them. Oh, and a bit of contact there as Thompson tried the inside run. Roberts onto the grass, and Devaney says, "Thank you very much. I'll take both of you." Roberts, I don't know whether he's got a problem there, Lee Roberts. The car is handling like a hovercraft, sliding about all over the place. Even more so than these Mini 7s usually do. So whether he's got a tyre going down or something, I'm not sure. Jeff Smith certainly hasn't. He's out in front. The battle is on for second. Conor O'Brien against Jonathan Lewis. Jonathan Lewis, some sort of hand signal there inside the car. I don't know what that was all about. Is he getting frustrated with Conor O'Brien? He's got second position back again. Or has he? Or has he? Because O'Brien. Here's the battle for fourth. It's now Nick Croydon Fowler. Andrew Devaney up to fifth. Wanstall's gone down to sixth. I'm not sure what's happened there. Because Wanstall suddenly lost 2 places as well. Well, they're all over the place here. We're in the closing stages now. We're on the last lap, in fact. Jeff Smith. It's one car being pushed away. Mark Chappell's car in the pit lane there. He's out of the race. We also lost Jordan Sims and Dave Rees and Darren Cox all at the start. There's the battle for second. Lewis from O'Brien. It's going to be Jeff Smith, surely, to take another win, his second of the day. 7 seconds clear, just reeling off fastest lap after fastest lap. Good to see John Coburn-Evans at least still running there after his problems in race 1. This fight's still going on for fourth position. Nick Croydon Fowler, Andrew Devaney, Spencer Wanstall and Lee Roberts. Roberts around the outside. You can see evidence of that contact with Wanstall earlier on. And Spencer's having none of it. Joe Thompson behind them. He'll be disappointed to be down in 8th position. But in these changeable, slippery conditions, he'll be happy just to get some points on the board, I would think. Up towards Williams. One stall flings the number 2 car in, chased by Roberts. Conor O'Brien goes to the inside. He's going to retake second place from Jonathan Lewis. They're just having a bit of fun between them now for second. It's Croydon Fowler, Devaney. Roberts to the outside again. One stall holds him off. Or does he? No, Roberts up the inside into Nelson. Is he going to overshoot onto the curbs? Yes, he is. Side by side. One stall's now got the inside line, and he retakes the place. The checkered flag will go out this time for our race leaders. Jeff Smith is all set to come through and take the win. There is the checkered flag. Jeff Smith, he ran away and hid at the front of the field. A double victory for Jeff Smith. Plenty of battles to watch down the order, though. Who is going to be second between O'Brien and Lewis? It is Conor O'Brien who takes second place. So frantic, I barely even realised it was the last lap. That was brilliant. Croydon Fowler takes fourth ahead of Devaney, One Stall and Roberts. Joe Thompson will be disappointed with 8th place. And behind them, Joe Polly is 9th. And the scholarship class is going to be won by Michael Winkworth. He'll keep his unbeaten record alive there. The cars will head back to the paddock then. There is Michael Winkworth, another win in the scholarship class for him. He finished ahead of Damien Harrington and Matthew Ayres. Okay, the marshal's signalling them into the paddock then, and we'll head down quickly to Ian Waterhouse in a moment to speak to our race winner.
Just for that, just for the live stream, General Jeff makes it a double bubble here at Snetterton. I think he's going to have a big smile on his face once he gets out the car as well. We'll just let him get out. How good is it to see Jonathan Lewis as well? We spoke to him earlier in the paddock. There he is. He's from Yorkshire and he's got the job done. He's come home in second place. Wonderful, wonderful driving there. And we've got Conor O'Brien there too as well. Let's have a chat with Jeff Smith, your race winner. In fact, 2-time race winner here with the Mini 7s. Wonderful stuff. In fact, we've got Jonathan here now. Let's chat to Jonathan first. It's that Yorkshire tee that he had beforehand, isn't it?
I think it was the ratchet strap around the gear stick that did it. The boys repaired it. It was a bit Brilliant. Of a bodge, but it worked.
Fantastic. So. Look, we spoke a little bit earlier, didn't we? We know you got pages showing some of the younger lads how it's done out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a great race with that young fella there. Yeah. It was really good. I couldn't stay with Jeff, but I had a good battle with him.
It was great for the camera. Congratulations, Jonathan. Thanks for talking to us. Here he is.
Hey, that's all right. Good close racing though.
Yeah,
Jeff, how do we slow you down? What do we have to do? Do we have to put bricks in the boot or something?
I don't know. I love Snet anyway.
Yeah.
It's a really technical circuit. There's some slow stuff, there's some fast stuff, and it's about where you compromise the car basically.
Yeah.
And I've always gone well around here. So.
What were the track conditions like?
Than it actually is.
What was the track conditions like? Because we had a little bit of rain before your race. I actually said we don't want to be sat in the Mini 7s right now in this simulator.
So Joe went on to wets. I think Spencer went on wets as well. Turn 1 and 2 were really leery on slicks, but as soon as we got a bit of heat in the tyres, it wasn't so bad, and it dried up a bit. And then it came a little bit again. But no, it worked out really well in the end, didn't it?
Well, look, General Jeff, I'm going to have to let you go. That's the best horn ever. Congratulations, Connor. Just go over a quick word. Wow. You and Mr. Lewis were going toe to toe, weren't you?
Yeah.
That was fantastic stuff. Talk us through it.
Yeah, we were trying to get through the lads with the wets on, and I was only clicked about halfway through the race. They had wets on. Hang on, I can just drive off, really. Yeah, it's just trying to. We did work for a bit to get away, and then after that, just come down to the end. But I've just looked at the timing screen; it's 0006.
There was nothing on it. I was stood there watching you guys come over.
Line, like, I hope I've done it.
It was magnificent racing. And this is what club racing is about. It's what the Mini Se7en is
the
about.
one-mate racing,
Tight, close racing. It's what we want. Congratulations, Connor. Great weekend.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. That's your top three from the Mini Se7s. Absolutely incredible stuff, wasn't it? Mr. Lewis and Mr. Connor O'Brien here going toe to toe right over the line. There was barely anything in it. Racing action continues here at Snetterton. I'm going to hand back to your commentary team for the next race.